Press the press cast. How about it? No? Yeah? Yo, you know what the subscribe button is. You know what the like button is. I would suggest you do either one or the other. But if you do understand what follows. Now, what follows, cast? Follow that cast. Let's go. Y'all see the name? Let's get it popping. Yo, I watched Smackdown and I watched Royal Rumble. I was solid on the Rumble. Smackdown. It was a solid show before the Rumble. You know what I mean? So everything that was taking place, I wasn't, I wasn't in analytical mode, and I did watch both of them at not at the same time, but I did watch both of them yesterday. So fair level of content consumed as far as sports entertainment goes. Wouldn't say I was burnt out, but I definitely did catch a really, really bad headache in the moments where the headache, I guess, needed to happen. What took place? You tell me. So let's get into SmackDown, because the show will go on regardless. That's what everybody would want if it was in the position. They would want the show to continue. They wouldn't really want to be the focal points. So in respect to that idea in general, I think we all will stand as a united front and just get into at least another very sage-esque recap of SmackDown and then the Royal Rumble, which we got thoughts on the Royal Rumble all the way down to how they giving it up on .com today. I'd give it up at .com if I wasn't holding my phone, but at least it's better than this thing probably overheating somewhere along the line. Whatever though. ISO 26-27. That was SmackDown and Rumble. I had fun for all of it. SmackDown, let's just run through this, man. Randy, LA Knight, AJ Styles for the Fatal 4-Way. That was good. You know what? 4 matches for the Rumble. Leading into it, LA Knight was standing tall. By the end of it, the Tribal Chief was the victor. Obvious. Not obvious, though. I called it out the whole time. Remember, I said AJ was probably going to be the one to take the pin. I said AJ at LA Knight, and last night I had made my official prediction during the match. And I said AJ is going to be the one to take the pin here. It just makes sense with everything that was going on. And AJ took that pin, a whole bunch of the craziness. I'm not mad at it. I'm seeing forms of the booking, and I'm seeing them fitting things into the time limit. Story told psychology. I think this is clearly more for the backstage creative element, respectfully to the departments on our side of the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking more to like the elements of gorilla in this part. Like, okay, match psychology. It ended too abruptly both times. The women's rumble, spoiler, and the Roman match. Like, things need to feel a little more definitive. And this is just another small and very, very minute, nitpicky detail that I noticed between the difference in administrations, respectfully. You know what I mean? But now that we're dealing with the new administration, we know that things are going to continue to develop and evolve. Like, last night was just a very, very long show that only had 4 matches. So, it's like, I'm not really complaining about any other for real. That's why I said it's nitpicky. It's very light. So as far as that Fatal 4-Way match went, ultimately, I enjoyed it. I liked seeing how it all happened, and it ended abruptly only because of the only reason why I felt a way about it ending abruptly is because of how much star power the match already had attached to it. I wanted to see a little bit more, but at the same time, I definitely wanted to see another goddamn Rumble. I ain't trying to talk about nothing else but that. Let's move through. Santos and Carlito. My favorite part of the night. Definitely a solid match. Carlito is more of he's a stiff striker. He's a compact hitter. You know what I mean? Like, he's a strong presence now in the ring. As far as finding, what could I say? Maybe, you're not going to get all of the flash and all of that in the pan now with him. You're going to get more of a strong muscle character, like a small forward. I see that with him now. It took some weeks, and finally to get to see him in the ring, healthy enough. I enjoyed it. I wasn't mad at what he was doing in the ring. I liked the match. And then, of course, Santos and, the rest of the teams and both of them, LWOs, Warren, I'm loving it. I'm loving every moment of it. And then, because we got Thea on deck, the only way to properly match this up is if we get a whole nother female. Man, I'm so proud. We just saw her on NXT spazzing. I forget her name now because we only call her by La Madrina. Bro, what was it? Elektra Lopez, man. Yo, again, I'd give it up for Elektra Lopez right now if I could. I'm just holding my phone. Yo, shouts to Shotzi. She done slimped. She looks strong. Give it time, she gonna be a problem, man. I don't know how fast we moving with everything, but she done already had the experience with the legatos. Man, it's perfect. It's perfect. I'm loving it. And now we might even get a match out of her and Zelina for real, for real. I don't know. Big Giant 8, man. Age of the Faction? Yes, sir, it is. We need this. We need this. This is what's gonna get people closer. Like, okay, now we got so many different elements in this community. You know what I mean? Like we have our guys in business. We got our guys in creative, legitimately. We got our guys that do the numbers and look at different elements of what this all is. You got guys over here with me, and, you know, and I'm really more so into the character development element. And we still have our people, you know, all the way up top that have been doing this for way too long. And I'm not going to put anybody's names out there yet, because if I start putting y'all names out there, it's just getting caught up for real. And respectfully, you know what I mean? We got like our godfathers of this and our forefathers that have been doing this and came well before us in regard to all of this, doing this back when it was with hotlines and different ways to get in contact with the message boards and all the rest of that. So, you know, respectfully to those ideas and those gentlemen that came well before us, man, we need factions, because TV time and moving the lines forward in the divisions, like that's really all it comes down to. And then to know that we actually have like a less congested system to move superstars, you know what I mean? Like from a character development space, it re-inspires and reinvigorates their want to, you know, get opportunities as far as what's going to be happening on television this week. You know what I mean? Like, and I've seen it happen. I've seen plenty of characters develop. Like, just looking at Elektra Lopez, like, bro, she was just on NXT Tuesday. A month ago, she was on Level Up. A month ago. And I ain't even checked my level ups this week yet, but we going to see it before the end of the day. That's a fact. I'm just saying, though, like, you know, it's real over here. So we definitely need the factions. We definitely need the girls. It moves the women's division around. Everybody can get as much character development as we can, get as many people on the TV as we can. Just a year ago, just 2 years ago, 5 years ago, we wasn't getting a lot of girl representation. 10 years ago, you see. Now we start getting back into the times when our forefathers was doing what we do it now, but just at the capacity that they were allotted. And it's like, yeah, see, times have clearly changed, you know, respectfully. So absolutely, I'm so glad to see Legatos and the LWO finally matching up for real now, being able to link up and do they side to side, and we're gonna make something happen of it. I'm very interested. Next move, well, we got Kabuki Warriors and then Katana and Kaden. Kabuki Warriors won. I understand, that's fine. Katana and Kaden still my champions. It was a little fast, wasn't much. They right tried to get their shit in. It was alright. Kabuki Warriors did it. Bailey's prophecy is gonna take, you know, it's gonna take precedence over things right now. So we're gonna move with that. Good match. I enjoyed it. I like seeing them. I can't wait to see more of them. For real, all four. And I love to see Oscar and Damage Control. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. I'm not liking them kind of edging Bailey out in ways like just storyline. I understand, but I don't like it because we all love Bailey here. We all know Bailey is who is supposed to be. Now moving forward. Final Testament, Bobby Lashley, Street Profits. They supposed to do a face-to-face was a promotion. Based on last week and a whole bunch of the craziness, Final Testament looks great together. You know, the sad thing, and I'm going to go ahead and call it, they had a moment that they were doing with Karrion Kross and Scarlett with that entrance, and the song would play, and it was a straight instrumental. The thing that pissed me off about this now is a new song change, but it makes sense. It wouldn't... The entrance that Karrion Kross and Scarlett had wouldn't have fit with AOP and then, you know, New Paul, so it's like Elder Paul. So it's like, all right, well, I'll deal with this new track. It's definitely modern day WWE era music. I can hear it, and I'm not mad at it. I love to see how Scarlett is, you know, being who Scarlett has been able to be the whole time. I did enjoy how she got down to the ring. I liked it all. It was good. And then Bobby Lashley, man, look at him on that promo. If Guitar Hero, I give him a 98. You know what I mean? That's maybe one or two small slights. You're going to perfect that, man. And look, that's great because we already got Tez and Dogs that can handle themselves on promo. Then we got Bobby Lashley. They're all playing over each other well. This is actually a faction. It's actually a thing. And we don't necessarily need a girl, but I know that we would have one by now if it was the old administration in respect to that. So, moving forward, Austin Theory, Carmelo Hayes, and they beat him up after the Fat Trick came out. The Florida crowd loved it. They like this guy, man. We all love Trick here. We pro Trick here. Like, I've been repping for Trick Mellow Gang for the longest time, you know what I'm saying? Another representation of that happened, and they got their tag team match on NXT Tuesday. You know what I mean? So far as the Dusty Cup goes, they taking on Braun and Baron. I think it's the final. Shit about to be crazy. That's why Trick came out to save them. Then we got Vintage Day coming up. Oh, man. Look, we had to wait 9 weeks for some shit to go down, so it's good to know that there's going to be some things that's taking place as far as, like, you know, more live broadcasts, because this is the stuff that moves the superstars forward. It's where they all get to really show what they can't show on weekly episodic television. It is what it is. You just got to call it how you see it. So, shouts to Trick coming out. Theme is awesome to hear the main roster crowd. The Florida crowd knew who he was. It sounded like the NXT crowd on a million. You know, and when you sit here every week with them, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that was dope. That was a very dope moment. He came out there, got the save. Not too much of the music. And we got to the end of it. You know what I mean? It was nice. It was good for the crowd. Very classy move. I enjoyed it. So there go that. LA Knight and Solo. DQ, not mad. Shouts to the Bloodline. It's just going to play out like that. Then AJ and Randy, like I said, we know Roman got the victory over all of that, so now we need to move that thing forward. I was actually way more interested in how they did the how they did the United States Championship. It has more intrigue to it. That's just me though. I really did like that. Now let's go ahead and move into the Rumble, boy. They said it was going to be more NXT representation. These are people that we're already accustomed to seeing. I'm nitpicking. Now, let's cover the things. Let's look into some of these matches. First of all, congratulations to all the contenders. Shouts to everybody at the press conference, everybody that won their matches, everybody that was just participating in the show in general. I want to look around. It's like I almost don't want to leave out nobody. I'm not going to get the chance to leave out anybody with this one, so we'll be here for a while. I'm going to try to keep it condensed. I got enough battery to make it run, though, so let's get it popping, man. No, we ain't talking about the winners of the Royal Rumble yet. We're going to find, first of all, shouts to TNA. Let that happen. TNA Impact Series that Jordan Gracie came out. That was solid, just to respectfully, throw that out there. Had another champion. Had Mickie James do it last year. You know what I mean? I really, really appreciate seeing, emergings and elements of what the industry has to offer. Like, that was one of that she was a solid representation of what the best of the best has to offer outside of the walls of WWE, respectfully. So good on that. I like that. Championship match was good. I enjoyed Fatal 4-Way. It just ended a bit abruptly for me. I'm not mad at it. AJ took the pin. I was right about everything that was going to take place. Solid. Thank you. I appreciate it. Logan Paul gets knocked out with his own brass knuckles by KO. Referee sees it. Now what? Well, that tournament didn't even feel like a waste of time, neither. Solid stakes. I thought it was good stuff. Long-term booking. Solid stuff. AJ and LA Knight and all this stuff. These guys still going to have a little rivalry. Things ain't really finished up on their side. Like, this is solid stuff. There's things that are going to be able to make these guys have these matches or have these quick, maybe rematches, and it still feel like a fresh match. This is what you could ask for. This is all we asked for. So, respectfully, that was what's up, man. It was really good stuff. But now, please, let us get into the Royal Rumble matches. I'm going to start with the ladies because, god damn it, it's the right way to do it. Now, 30 people in there. Who got eliminated by who? 30 ladies. This shit about to get crazy. Natty came in first. Love to see Natty. I was so happy to see Natty just because, she's obviously that character now. And I'm not going to bring up Natalia if I'm not bringing up my man TJ. So shouts to TJ. I hope he's doing well. And of course, I can't bring up anybody within that family if I'm not bringing up the almighty Two Paws. So shouts to Two Paws on God and all the rest. But, Tupac is the only person I really want to shout out in general. But Natty was there. Tupac was there in spirit, so there goes that. And shouts to Natty because she held it down. What was that, 20 minutes? It was exactly perfect. I thought every bit of it, a lot of the things that took place in that match last night were just the way they wanted to tell the stories, the psychology of it all. Some of the physicality was there, but it's all part of the process. Things go right, none of us are going nowhere except up and beyond. You know what I mean? So let's just keep that going. Naomi came out next. Naomi's home. So now this got everybody halfway gassed up. They looking around. They seeing if we going to see Sasha come out from the barracks somewhere. No, spoilers over. Sasha never came. She's not here. And it's a little sad, a little disheartening, but, there are much larger things to be sad about right now. Just in my world, and I'm going to just leave that there with that. So, Naomi came out and eliminated. See, this is what's going to give away most of them. But okay, let's get to it because it still works itself out. I bang with that. So let's go ahead and move with that. So Naomi eliminated Becky Lynch, Indy, Candice, Tegan. Oh man, they don't got the lines right. Oh my God. Oh yeah, see, I'm looking at this shit. Told you I needed to come outside Grizzly because I need to go through the trenches to even make sense of who eliminated who. But we know who got eliminated by who, so we'll just go with that. Natty got eliminated by Tegan. That's solid. I think that moves Tegan up a little bit, and this is why this little chart still matters. And it definitely should have. They should have been putting this on .com years ago. I really appreciate this part because it can move Tegan up. Tegan was running with Natty for a little minute. Natty tried to take it out first. Tegan reversed it. It runs back to the story even. And, I mean, it's been a couple of hours since I've seen it. So, small details. Tegan looks good. I think this might be able to continue to move her up. What kind of character could it build for her? Like, that crafty character that I thought we'd get a little bit more of out of Liv. We got more of a hardcore character out of Liv. But the crafty, it's a spot for that now. There's a space for that potentially with Tegan. And shouts to Natty, of course, because Natty was the one that, made her think to do it. Naomi came out next. Like I said, it's good to see Naomi home, man. I'm so glad that she's back. The glow time thing, we got the neon thing in there, I was really deciding against doing the neon thing for months on end because I didn't want to bite off a trend, but sometimes you just go where your heart leads you, what I'm saying, respectfully and non-physically. Like, ain't she married to Jimmy? That's like my cousin, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I'm not. It's not like that. And I don't know. There are a lot of superstars and other motherfucking people in this goddamn community that think, if I start saying names, yeah, Ma, you better shut your mouth. Let's move forward before I kick through this boundary, nigga. Part of my language. Who's number 3 now? Bailey? Oh, you mean the one that actually won the Rumble? Yeah. The one that's going to beat Rhea? Yeah. Kick her out the goddamn championship circle. Get her out of here. Yeah. Now let's move on. Bailey's in it for 1 hour and 3 minutes, man. And 3 seconds. 93 minutes and 3 seconds? That's crazy to me. Shouts to Shorty. Eliminated everybody. Damage Control was out there to kind of celebrate. Dakota was the only one that should have been there to celebrate. Nah, I don't think Damage Control came out. That was a Bailey moment. The pyro was fire. I would run back Bailey's celebration just because Bailey's celebrations have all missed so much. Bailey at the press conference was legitimately Pamela talking, and it was humbling just to be able to sit before that or sit around it, watching at home. You know what I mean? Like, it was good to hear her speak to her clear and obvious growth and evolution that all of us have been noticing throughout all of the years since she's made the main roster. Like, I noticed her, and I'm listening to Triple H even talk about her at times, and I'm thinking about those episodes of, like, Breaking Ground when he's sitting with her and, Sasha, and, it was like they're all happy to go into the Women's Iron Man match which clearly went on to be, like, one of them giant classics, you know what I mean? So, just thinking back to it and listening to Bailey now and seeing how much she's grown, honestly, man, look, it is that pride, But let's move on, because who eliminated who now? Oh, yeah, Jade Cargill eliminated Naomi. And speaking of getting over Sasha, maybe that was just a way for me to try to get her back faster. I don't know. But Jade is definitely her own presence. And oh my God. Like if Io Shirai back in the day was vicious in NXT 1.5 when it made the USA Network, then Jade Cargill has a definite presence. And it is noticeable. It is feelable. I didn't even get to see her full entrance. I'm mad because I was enjoying. As soon as she flipped the hip, you know what I mean? I said she was on the radar, bro. We all know and take some time to acclimate to the WWE, farm system and way of doing things and shit like that. I get it. Thank goodness they threw her enough to be able to make it work and make it make sense. Shouts to Jade on God. Now, Bailey didn't get eliminated. Let's move forward. Candice, do we even see who she? Oh, she got eliminated by Damage Control pretty much. TNA Knockout Champion Jordynne Grace. That's right. Looks like she didn't get any eliminations, and that's fine, but she lasted for 19 minutes. Candice lasted for 15. I mean, look, that's good. This is good time for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, all of these solid names that are making good times are people that the backstage want to believe in. So it's like, how do we get them to get believed in? And this is where, character development steps in, because I see these small things. Candice in Indy is still a thing. Candice is looking for a direction. Did she eliminate anyone? She did not. She was eliminated by Damage Control. She's not going to be Damage Control, so Candice is kind of loser levels right now. No diss. I love Candice LeRae. I think she's great. She here we go. She had really good when she had her spots where she could go, she was faster than everyone else. Her and Tegan. Yep, fact. Now, Jordynne Grace. Oh my God. Eliminated by Bianca Belair. That made sense. One of those great standoffs that we all wanted to see in the match. Didn't know what we'd get. Definitely didn't know we was going to get Jordynne Grace. And why not? It was good to watch her and Bianca standoff, have them go at it. Did they both? Was that the press slam or was that Jade? That was Jade with the press slam. But an excellent representation of our power women. You know what I'm saying? As far as the industry goes altogether. So, solid stuff. And then she lasted damn near 20 minutes in there, so that was good to go. Indy came out, lasted 3 minutes. Bailey beat up. Well, she was on a tear the whole night. Shouts to Indy. We do want to believe in Indy, but for right now, why did they even call up to the main roster? And then, I don't call it purgatory. It's just the waiting room. You know what I mean? Like, when that wins your time, and then we do know that most of these people have taken numbers. Will their number get skipped? It's a new era. We can find a way to get Indy on deck in time, but it's the same shit with Candice. So that's what I say, waiting room in the salon. Ivy's a little ahead of her right now, respectfully, but we're not going to skip nobody. Asuka came out, eliminated Candice. So yeah, we got that. Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, and yeah, all right. So they eliminated Asuka. Asuka was out there for damn near 13 minutes. Okay. We already know Asuka's a strong suit, man. Asuka a strong suit, and then she would Damage Control, so that's a strong body. We're going to keep it going and let it continue to build. She beat Candice LeRae, so that was a quick meal for her. I'm not looking at nothing different. Taking on Katana and Kaden, though, I mean, it was more experience, but like they got WrestleMania experience, the Kabuki Warriors. They got Raw and Smackdown experience, the Kabuki Warriors. You're not mad at them taking a loss to that. And then we got the continuation potentially with, the former tag champs eliminating Asuka. So good bread. I like it. I like what I'm looking at. What do we got moving forward, man? Oh my goodness. Man, shit over there. All right, that's all good. All right. Now we got Ivy. All right. Ivy's a good spot. But you know who's a better spot right now? Nia Jax. Ivy's in a good space, but it was already called out during the press conference. I wholeheartedly believe it myself. I stand with that notion. Nia Jax has arrived. And she, on this run, it actually means something. It was a little bit before, and it was a little happenstantial. But now, she's around, and luckily, because I'm sitting there slamming on my phone. Because the combat now is different, because the matches are built different on the Sports Entertainment Product Weekly. We already said it. It could be certain type of spot fest. Nia Jax has leaned into what would have made her strong, and then she has the experience now, and then Well, she's The Rock's cousin. That part doesn't matter as much, but it is still like, nah, son. Good on her for like showing up to the dance when she needed to, man, because Charlotte's down with injury, a lot of other things going on. Get well soon, Corey J, get well soon, Wesley, all that shit. I mean, you got a lot of people on injured list, but ultimately, I definitely appreciate what Nia Jax has been able to offer for the past couple of weeks, and even with yesterday, how she got eliminated, it was all craziness, whatever. Katana Chance came out, got Asuka out of there, eliminated by Nia Jax. Nia Jax lasted 23 minutes. Katana Chance lasted 25 minutes. You understand the differences yet? Nia Jax has already made it, but the backstage want to believe in Katana. Now, Katana, her little ass, bro. Oh, no. She was getting ragged around. Bianca was throwing some bowls yesterday, boy, I'll tell you. Now, let's move on. Bianca came out, eliminated by Jordynne Grace. Oh, wait. Or eliminated Jordynne Grace. Yeah, eliminated by Bayley. All right, that's cool. Lasted 47 minutes. Good on her. Still a strong suit. I think that might have been one of the probably the runner-up time for the evening. But there goes that. So now we got Kyrie coming out. Cool. Eliminated Candice, right. All right, look. Kabuki Warriors is what they is. Damage control didn't last too long as far as the full stamp or full front. 5 minutes out there, good on her. Tegan, eliminated by Bayley. We already called out Tegan, Caden, blah, blah, blah. Well, Caden is the shit. Almost 12 minutes. I'm going to bang with it. I fuck with Caden because we all know I've been banging with Caden since she was Lacey Lane. So we just going to stick with that. Chelsea Green. If Michael Cole is calling out Maxine Dupree, I'm calling out Chelsea Green. Because now all of a sudden, shouts to Sam Irvin. And Samantha Irvin is just all of the things now, as we thought she would be. And, yeah, she doesn't say Chelsea's name right no more. And it pisses me off, but it's okay. Because I was the one that technically wanted her to go and take her name seriously, but the administration was still going through so much change. Whatever. Chelsea's great, man. I knew she could go from back then. She hurt her hand. It took her so long to get back, bro. I never forgot her, and now she's here. Shit, I even go as far as say shouts to whatever Zack Ryder's feet on her, bro. Because good on her, man. I appreciate what Chelsea Green got. Her and this little Piper dynamic they're building, I guess. Oh, run back Kyrie. She had a dope little spot, almost a Kofi moment with her little spider thing she was doing. Kyrie's dangerous, bro. But now, Chelsea and Piper came out, eliminated Kaden Carter. Nia Jax was on deck. Becky eliminated Chelsea Green. I guess. Nice little dynamic they got there with that. They like their little opposites and stuff like that in the East, so I'm going to take it. I'm not going to complain about it. What else after that? Xia Li, eliminated by Nia Jax, outside for 6 minutes. Piper was outside for 12, and Chelsea was outside for 17. Not bad. Damn near 20 minutes for Chelsea, man. I'm pulling for these cats because I know the ones that actually can do it. Like, Chelsea's actually a little bit better in the ring than Xia Li is. Fact. So it's like, I mean, we got a little more motherfucking Chelsea Green, but I've been thinking about Xia Li for some weeks now, but, maybe we need a little bit more of the character development or the character revamp. You get rid of some of the weapons and just continue with the very powerful strikes. That's how I feel about that. Zelina Vega got eliminated, but I don't even know who she eliminated. This shit is so silly or whatever. Eliminated by, man, nothing makes sense anymore. Let's move on. Zelina was out there for 20 minutes, and Shayna Baszler got out of there. Zoe Stark and Shayna got out of there. Maxine Dupree was eliminated by Bayley. Oh, she was out there for 7 minutes. Oh, God. Nia Jax was out there for 20 minutes. That's not bad. Shotzi was out there for 15. Anybody, was there standout? Shotzi was around for a little minute. Had some good spots. Safe, about as safe as she was supposed to be. So I'll buy that. Becky was solid. Alba Fire was alright. Wonder what's going on with her partner. Hope she's alright. Guess she didn't draw a number. Shayna Baszler, Valhalla, Michin. Michin's standing by right now. We waiting for her. Valhalla with the antlers is Michael Cole. And what else? I don't want to jump into anybody like I skipped over anybody. Shayna Baszler's on standby chilling. Yeah. Zoe, I'm still banging with Zoe to this day. We all know that. Liv and Tiffany Stratton eliminated her. Wow, that's a good one. A lot of 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 5 minutes. I hate to say it's always next year because that's so much hate. Like, that's not what I mean when I say that. Like, because we got a lot of year to go through, a lot of road to WrestleMania to continue on to. Boy, it's 30 minutes. Oh, it's almost time to go. We just running through. We're not even going to go through the order of the men because we know who won. And I could sit here for 5 minutes and talk about him if I needed to. So, from Zoe Stark is when the Rumble started turning up, in my opinion. So at number 27, we have Roxanne Perez, then Jade, then Tiff, then Liv. Everybody was kind of waiting to see Sasha at 30. No Sasha at 30. No Cena moment in the building. I'm tight. I'm over it. Liv is a great pick at 30. We get eliminated. Okay, we need to see if Liv been practicing since she been down. That's what we want. Hope she's all right. She looked great. That shit was hilarious. Great fit. And excuse me. Yeah, the rest of them. Tiff going through the motions, man. When she get this, she's gonna arrive. Her moonsault is none other. You know what I mean? So there goes that. Roxanne kept up. 10 minutes, 12 minutes for one, 11 minutes. I mean, look, end of the day, Jade Cargill, man. She got presence. Should she have won the Rumble? No. Do we see what we want? We want to see what she's gonna do next? Absolutely. Who's gonna be the dummy to take on first? All right. The main story of this Royal Rumble match was Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. And from what I was looking at, the proper choices were made. Now, but yeah, I'm not going to get into the politics of it all. I do believe that Cody was the right man to win the Rumble. I believe now he gets the chance to go ahead and try to finish that story. And his promo during the press conference actually convinced me that if the decision were to be made to make him the next Universal Champion of World Wrestling Entertainment, I think he is the pick. Like, I don't think anyone else, like, after he then came and went and came back again, you know what I mean, and went through all of his character changes and development, and the same story can go for Punk, you know what I mean, like, it's legitimately like growth and evolution. And then on a night like the Royal Rumble, with everything that has happened from Netflix all the way to, the chairman, all the way to what we have now in this new era, it's almost like, how in the world did this all play out like this? Like, shouts to everybody that participated in the Royal Rumble. I think we're looking at our next Universal Champion. I do not have any faltered faith in what Roman Reigns can offer, but when it comes to the good of character development, when it comes to the good of a new era and the fans and what they might want, Roman could very well go past Hulk Hogan's day, and I'm pulling for that. So if Roman